Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Thursday morning live stream. Checking you can see me okay here. Maybe I'll just move that back slightly. And good, I had 3 people coming in and out. Okay, so Thursday morning live stream. The plan is to focus on abs. This is our 20-minute bite-sized class. Let me just check. So I spent yesterday maybe an hour on the phone to technical support of Starlink here. And I think I've got my connection issues sorted, but I've got my phone on. So if you are in the live stream and I lose connection or the screen freezes, if you can message me, because then I can just get it sorted really quickly. Hopefully I have sorted it. Now let's make a start. I'm waffling on. So for today's class, what I have, a little pile of things. I've got my band. You can use a belt or a tie, that's fine. And I've got my leg weights. I'm just going to pop the leg weights on while we have a chat. Now we're going to start off warming up, doing our lovely bridges, and then we're going to come on and do some quite nice deep abdominal work. And that's for spinal flexion as well. And extensions. I'm going to pop these on. Now, I'm going to put that there. I've got a couple of pillows. I've got my band. Come and lie down on your back. Wonderful. I'll take my sunglasses off. How lucky we need them. So let's start off by coming into a nice alignment here. Take a nice deep breath in and breathe out. Let your rib cage relax down. Feet hip width apart, knees hip width apart. Lift up your toes. Spread your toes. Replace the toes down. Place your hands on your tummy in a diamond position. Press the spine to the mat and release. Press and release. Hello, Lucky. Press. She's just coming through the window and release. And then there, press and lift up and lower down. So we're getting that imprinting as you press the spine down and lift up. Now, it goes without saying, and I say this every session, don't do anything that you feel is aggravating old pain or giving you new pain. If you feel like I'm asking you to do something which is stirring up an old problem, you stop, you go down, you work at the level which suits you. That might be different to yesterday, it might be different to next week. It's about learning to connect that mind and body, feel what's going on in the body, get that feedback going back to the brain. Lifting up and lowering down. Now I always start my classes with bridges. And this is whether I'm doing a studio class, an online class, a one-to-one, a big class, a small class, an advanced class, a basic class, a clinical class. And this is because it really helps to loosen up the lower back and it helps to put you in a good mental position. Okay, relax the rib cage down. Jaw is soft. Think about your collarbones being long. You can have your hand on your tummy here if you want and start to get that feeling of the spine releasing. So press, inhale, lift up, exhale, lower down, relax. We're going to do 3 more bridges. When I'm saying press, what I'm thinking about is the tummy button going down towards the floor and drawing up on your pelvic floor and your deep abdominals. It's not constant, it's a flow. Inhale, lift up, feet relax, exhale, lower down, hug your knees towards your chest and stretch. And then, hello Lucky, feet to the floor, take your knees side to side. Really good, loosen up. And we'll run through that whole exercise again just to keep loosening. Now, Lucky cat here, my lovely little villainous farm cat, she's currently on performance review. I'm going to talk to her about her performance in the workplace. As a rat came in the kitchen on Monday, it was terrible. And to be fair to Lucky, the rat was probably the size of Lucky. It was horrendous. Keep going. Imprint, peel, lift up, and then release, lower, back down. So Lucky, my feral farm cat here, is talking to her about how she feels about her work at the moment, whether there's anything we can do to improve her performance in the workplace. Good, keep going through. We're going to do one more, lift up, and then lower down, release down. Hug your knees in towards your chest and loosen. So we're just getting that lovely movement through the spine. Put one foot down, take both knees over towards the right, look to the left, and we're unlocking the lumbar spine there. Unlocking the lumbar spine. Unlocking the lumbar spine. Really good. Okay, we'll do one more set of the bridges to keep warming up. Once again, come into alignment. Relax your rib cage down. So think about the collarbones being long, soften the jaw, lift the toes, spread the toes. Imprint. Draw in, peel up. Inhale. And then release the spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Release, 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 release. Good. And again, lift up. Now, the thing about Lucky is that, Lucky, that's not very helpful. She hates everyone but me, which I always think is quite nice because, you know, it proves she really does love me. But she'll hide from everyone but me. And then lower back down. And imprint, lift up. Keep going. Now, you may have received an email from me about our Hypno Pilates session, which we'll be running. This is really exciting. We love doing this. I've combined forces with Tizzy, Victoria Coombs, who's a clinical hypnotherapist. Keep going with this. Just get those spinal joints moving. And the Hypno Pilates will be running initially in Devon, but we intend to take it further afield on residential retreats. But the Hypno Pilates will be just a morning, hug the knees in towards the chest. And if you are one of my loyal clients, customers, subscribers, don't like to call you patients because I don't think we have patients in Pilates, it's free to you to come as a gift from us to say thank you for your support. It means the world to us. So rotate side to side. Very good. Okay. And then from here, what we're going to do is come back into our alignment here. And we're going to think about working the deep abdominals. So the bridges are a good way of loosening through the lower back. And now we're going to work a little bit harder. So this session is a planned. I thought it was a rat. A planned abdominal session. Get a bit jumpy once you've had a rat in the house. Gosh. Okay, so from here, we're going to be working the hip flexors and the deep abdominals. Lie down. The upper body is soft and relaxed. We're going to imprint the spine, so we have lots of support through the lower back, and we're going to do toe taps or bent knee leg lifts. At level 1, this is nice and easy. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Safe. This is very safe at level 1. You keep one foot in contact with the ground. Okay, and then lift and lower. Lift, lift, lower, lower for level 2. So we're working a little bit harder. And then for level 3, the shins come level with the floor. For tabletop, you work at the level which suits you. If you're in tabletop here, we have plenty of scoop, and you can even curl up here and tap down. 10, 9. Stay soft through the upper body. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hug your knees in towards your chest and stretch. And then repeat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hug your knees in towards your chest and stretch. So this is working hip flexors and deep abdominals. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do this again, but I want you to really focus here. Watch my knee for 1 repetition. Down and up. The angle of the knee doesn't change. The work comes from the hip flexor. Okay, this is fine, but it's not working your deep abdominals and your hip flexors. Okay, so from here, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Relax. Really good. Okay, and down. Over to the right, and then back to the left. over to the right, back to the left. Now we're going to work through straight leg raises. I'm actually just going to grab a little pillow here for my head. I always forget how hard this floor is when, when I haven't got a soft mat. Okay, so from here, we're going to start off with the right leg. Actually, that's my left leg. The right knee is bent. Straight leg raises. Now, you can use this band around the foot if you want to for this one. Or, so the band is for more support. Without the band is less support. So we're going to go straight leg raises here. Now, at level 1, we have one foot in contact with the floor. This is very safe, especially if you have a band. It's very hard to injure yourself doing this. Think about ribcage alignment with the pelvis, keeping the collarbones long, keeping that foot in contact with the ground. Okay, really nice and easy. Lift and lower. Now I'm working through my full range of movement here. My toes just going off the screen. Sorry about that. Okay, nice and easy. Now we're going to work a little bit harder. We're going to work through mid-range of movement. So the knees come level, the heel goes to the floor. The knees come back to level, the heel goes to the floor. This is a little harder. And now we swim the foot. Swim the foot. Good. Okay, get that leg straight. Think about the knee being straight. Okay, mid-range of movement. All right, lucky. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, and now what we're going to do, we're going to make this harder. We're going to lift the leg. The knees are level. Now place your left hand on your left thigh, okay? Feel the femur rotate out. So the initiation comes from the hip, the leg is straight, point the toe, and then we're just going to do a little pulse there. 10. So my right hand is on my right hip bone, sticking that down, keeping the pelvis level. My left hand is on the femur, feeling that rotation. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Knees are level. Pulse, 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 pulse. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. That was hard. Other side. Straight leg. Okay, so start off, full range of movement, lift and lower. Really nice. Up and down. Good. Okay, lengthen that leg. Straight at the knee, swim the foot. So now my left hand is on my left hip bone, working through. Long through the collarbone, soft through the jaw. Good. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to work mid-range of movement. So the knees are level, foot to the floor. Knees are level, foot to the floor. Knees are level, foot to the floor. Swim the foot. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then from here, place your right hand on your right femur. Your knees are level, your leg is straight, rotate the foot out. The initiation of the movement comes from the hip. And then pulse, pulse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And now you can just work through a little rotation. Knee rolls side to side. And let that loosen off. Good. Okay, now from here, what time are we on? Roll up to seated. Just going to adjust this slightly. Hi, YouTube. So we're going to work through a little bit of spinal flexion in the form of a roll down. I'm going to hold on at level 1 behind the knees there. Feet are in contact with the mat. And can you see I'm quite relaxed there through the back. Lift up. Exhale. So as we lower down, we're scooping down through here. I'm looking for spinal flexion. Inhale, lift up. Now, it's really safe. You can hold onto the knees, or if you want a band, you can just wrap the band around the feet, or if you've got this can be a belt or a tie, drop down and lift up. Now, if you're stronger and you want to work harder, you don't have to have anything there. You can just take your hands away. I'm looking for flexion, flexion, flexion. Drop down, exhale. Inhale, lift up, the rib cage expands. Exhale, drop down, drop down. Inhale, lift up. So as you're working through, you're dropping down, flexion, flexion, flexion. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, flexion. So you're drawing in the abdominals, scooping through. Good. Inhale, lift up. Now, what I want to see in this exercise is the heels grounded to the mat. Not this. Woo! There's nothing wrong with doing that. But what I want is that nice flexion down. I want the abdominals working. I want the spinal muscles working, and lift up. Now, some of you don't overdo it, but some of you may be feeling nice and strong now. So we're rolling down all the way and then lifting back up. Move my little pillow. Rolling down all the way and lifting back up. So I was thinking about this. We're on May the 15th. That's halfway through May. And I started opening up this live streaming on January the 1st, or beginning of January. So we're nearly on 6 months worth of live streaming there, or 5 months. So some of you will be getting some really good strength here. And I think it just shows what you can do with 20 minutes, 3-4 times a week. You don't have to do loads. Roll down, lift up, you can rest if you need to. So start chatting away and I forget everyone's done 100 repetitions, have a little stretch the back out. Now, I'm not going to lie, look, we all have exercises that we find easy and we find difficult. I find the abdominals very easy. It doesn't mean I'm better or worse than anyone. I find the glutes very hard. So sometimes when we do the abdominals, start rabbiting away and everyone's going, Esther, Esther. So we'll just do 10 more there. Okay, so we're going to go down, flex, 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 flex. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. So coming into extension as we lift up. Exhale, 9. Inhale, lift up. And down, 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 down. And lift up. Good. Loosen, 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 loosen. And lift up. Roll down, roll down, roll down, roll down, roll down. And lift up. Roll down, roll down, roll down, roll down, roll down. Lift up. And do 3 more. And 2 more. And then make this the last one. And good. And then from here, just come and have a nice stretch forward, lengthen and loosen. Whew, that was good. Okay. So how much time do I have? 2 minutes. I'm going to whip the leg weights off. So we have done lots of spinal mobilization and lots of work through the hip flexors. Move this back a little so I can see you properly. You've done lots of work here through the hip flexors and through the leg muscles. So come up into a split kneel position and just start to have a little stretch. So we started with mobilization, looking at your alignment here. So my tendency is to turn my feet in like that. I have to work quite hard to keep them out. You may have a different tendency, but it's observation. Lift up the rib cage, come forward and back. Okay. A nice little mobilization. And then from here, you can reach around. Ow! Don't bite. I can save you biting for the rats. And then straighten the front leg And then we're going to change legs and work through the other way as a mobilization. All I ever do is tell everyone how lovely this cat is, and she just really bites me. Don't do it. Good. Reach around, hold the foot. And then straighten your other leg. And I think we'll call it quits there. Good. Thank you so much for joining me. I think we managed to get through that whole session without any internet issues, which is great. If you want to join us for Hypno Pilates in July, send me a message or reply to the email, or if you didn't get an email, let me know and I'll send you one. And great to have you. See you later on next week, later on this evening, whenever you want to come. Bye.